Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're stepping into the world of royalty with makeup tutorial inspired by Queen Elizabeth I. This powerful monarch wasn't just a political icon, she was also a trend setter whose signature look reflected the beauty ideas of that time. Let's recreate as we delve into a bit of Elizabethan history. Let's just start. First of all, I want to apply moisturizer and I'm using my Clinique Smart SPF 15. Queen Elizabeth I ascended the throne in 1558 at the age of 25. Back then, a pale complexion was a sign of nobility and beauty. However, they achieved that glow with a dangerous lead-based Cesare's paste. We'll opt for a safer route with a lightweight moisturizer and primer to create a healthy and radiant base fit for a queen. That was the moisturizer. Now primer, and I'm using my Essence primer. Hello Good Stuff Glow Serum Primer. Just add a tiny bit of primer. Just like that, and we're ready to go. Yep, so we primed and moisturized. Okay, next step, foundation, but I'm using a tinted moisturizer from Colourpop. This is from their Pretty Fresh line. Mine is in the shade Light 8N. So Elizabeth I'm just applying it with my fingers. Elizabeth cultivated an image of youthful beauty throughout her regime. And we're just using this moisturizing tint to even out our skin tone. But remember, Elizabethan makeup wasn't about hiding flaws. It was about enhancing features and portraying a sense of regality. We want to be queens, right? So let's embrace the queen that we have inside of each and every one of us. So I just gave my skin an even tone. I did not try and hide anything. You can still see everything here. Next up we have concealer. Where's my concealer? Yeah, this is from Nude Sticks. So a little concealer. This is the shade Nude 2. So we're going to apply a little concealer under her eyes and around her nose. So just a tiny bit here and here. For me, that's enough. If you think you need more, then be my guest. And around the nose. That's it. By applying like this, it's going to brighten these areas, and this is why I chose a light colored concealer. I'm just tapping it with my finger, as you can see, and completing everything with a damp sponge, and using the tip of the sponge just to tap everything. And here I have it brightening my face. And now we did a translucent powder, but I really like this one from Maybelline. This is new in my collection. This is, in makeup terms, old, but to my collection it's relatively new. I just got it. This is from Maybelline. This is their loose finishing powder. Mine is in 005. I really like this powder, so I'm just taking it on the lid, taking a big fluffy brush and just applying it everywhere to keep that shine at bay. Interestingly enough, rice powder was a popular setting method during Elizabeth's time. This is something that is very interesting. I do have somewhere in my collection rice powder, but I could not find it, so we opt up for the Maybelline one. Okay, now for the cheeks, I'm using this one from Colourpop. This is in the shade Cherry Blossom. This is their cream blush. Elizabeth likely used natural products like beetroot or rouge, which is a red coloring derived from a plant. Just taking on my finger and applying it to my cheeks. So I'm just applying too much. So again, she used natural products from beetroot or rouge, and these would create a rosy flush, mimicking the rosy complexions seen in portraits of ladies from her court. And we're achieving a similar effect with a soft pink or maybe a peach blush, and applying it high on our cheekbones like this. Just like that. Of course I'm going to take a sponge. Don't worry, this is too much. But if you look at the pictures back then, it's really not that much. They had very rosy cheeks back then. So I'm not taking off a lot of excess. I'm just wanted to be natural, because we are going for a natural look. Look at that, glowing and beautiful. Okay, next up, brows. I'm using this palette from Cindy Grace. Well, lots of reflection. Matte for your brows in medium brown, and I'm choosing the medium brown shade, which is the lightest one, this one here in the palette, and I'm using an angled brush. Elizabeth was known for her well-maintained eyebrows with a slight arch. I don't really have an arch. I'm just coloring my brows with this brown powder, if you were wondering, and I'm looking in the mirror that is in the palette. That framed her face beautifully. Let's do the other side, because I think I used too much. We are using this brown powder with an angled brush to create a similar shape. This is really hard because, again, I don't have an arch, but I'm trying to mimic one. Just like that, with this shade. This is not working out, so let's just stop. Okay. This is way darker than I thought. We have a small arch, nothing really serious, but I'm going to use the same palette for my eyebrows and my eyeshadows. The Elizabethan eyeshadow was often quite simple. It wasn't very elaborate, nothing really simple. Nothing really complicated, very simple. We'll use a light brown shade to add depth to the crease. So I'm just taking one of the shades, which is a brown, and applying it just in the crease to give the look a bit of depth. I chose the shade Golden Caramel, and I'm taking off the excess, and this is way darker than I thought it's going to be. I haven't used this palette in a while. This is very similar to the subdued definition that we see in portraits of court ladies during her regime. Very light, nothing very excessive or heavy as an eyeshadow. Okay, next up I really need some liner and mascara, and I'm using this one, which is a sample from Lancome, La Crayon Colle in 01 Noir. So Elizabeth's most dramatic feature was definitely her eyes. We'll line them with a black coal. Taking my pencil. What happened to the tip? I don't know. Okay. I'm just going to extend the line outwards for a slightly elongated shape. So because I have wrinkles, I really need to hold here. This is a very nice pencil, very creamy, and I'm just elongating it a bit. Also from the other side I'm going to do it backwards, just because it's easier. This is super creamy. This is too creamy even. Maybe because I am all sweaty. Oh my god, I have coal on my white shirt. Okay, I can't leave it like that. We need to take the pencil and just smudge it a bit. Same pencils I use for my eyeshadow, and look, it's transferring all over my under eye. But I really want to elongate. I made a mess. That's a bummer. And I need to clean it. Well, I cleaned it. I'm just adding a tiny bit more. This technique was very popular back then. Just I have a very oily skin here, so it really smudges. I need something else which doesn't smudge, but I don't have any in black. I have brown. Maybe we'll use the brown. This is from Pupa. Let's just try and elongate this, and not on my finger. Okay, that's much better, and it doesn't look bad. Blue, brown, yeah. Okay. Now let's pile in mascara. I'm just using my Sky High from Maybelline. We want luxurious, fluttery lashes. They were all the rage in Elizabethan times. Just coating and wiggling. Coating and wiggling. Yeah. Let's just add a bit to the other side. A truly Elizabethan touch. We need to add a hint of whiteness to our forehead and chin. Now I had white makeup, but it's separated and I can't use it. I need to throw it away. So I'm taking this one. It's just a white pencil from Uden's Eye. This is called, it's a Lemonade Gel Liner in 011. This is just a white pencil. I want to add it to my forehead and my chin. So I'm just going to take this white and I apply it to the back of my hand like that, and then take it onto my finger and apply it to my forehead. Okay, it's not very visible, so maybe we'll do like this. So I had white paint from Halloween a few years ago, but it got separated. Well, this is not a good idea. Maybe I have another white pencil. Well, I do have. This is from Il Maquillage. Maybe this one is better. Yeah, definitely this one is more creamy. So this is just a white pencil from Il Maquillage. I'm just adding instead of face makeup. This was very, very popular back then. At the time of Queen Elizabeth's regime, women strived for a totally white face because it symbolized youth and fertility. Most ladies slathered the Venetian serums across the face, neck and décolletage. Clearly, the major problem with this makeup was that it was made with lead. It was a very not good for you ingredient, and if you use it for an extended period of time, it causes illness and or death. So I just added some white to give more brightness to my face and not make myself completely white like a clown. Because if you look at Elizabeth picture, she was white, and that she did after her illness when she was 26 or 29. She had chickenpox. After her brush encounter with death, she wanted to look healthier, hence white. So she applied white all over. We're of course not going to do that. At that time, they wanted to light up the faces to look healthy. Okay, finally the pièce de résistance, the red lip. I'm using my ColourPop. It's almost red. This is the closest one I had to red lip liner in the shade. Never mind the shade. I'm just outlining a list. Like that. Queen Elizabeth I was known for her bold crimson pout, and that's exactly what we'll be using. And I'm taking this one from Lancome, which is one of the only red lipsticks I own. And we're looking for a long lasting formula that will last all day. And as you can see, it's not the same shade. Opting for a long-lasting formula to ensure our the royal statement will stay all day. We'll have a long-lasting impression. Okay, this is the final look. There you have it, guys. A makeup look inspired by the magnificent Queen Elizabeth I. We've incorporated some of the beauty trends and techniques favored during her reign. Elizabeth I was a symbol of strength, power, and resilience. She beat chickenpox. This look isn't just about makeup, it's about channeling her inner queen. Okay guys, so thank you for joining me when I recreated a look inspired by Elizabeth I, Queen Elizabeth I. Let me know in the comments what you think about this look, and if you recreated, don't forget to tag me on social media. I'm Karen Does Makeup in Instagram and Karen Does Life in TikTok. That's it. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new and you haven't done them before. And if you are subscribing, then please turn on the notification bell. And with that all said, I will catch you all in my next video. Bye.